So I've had this idea to do something with some of my videos, and I'm going to share that with you right now, and you can tell me if it's a good idea or if it just makes no sense at all. One of the, I guess, niches, groups, collections of people that are connecting to my Instagram are people who are suffering with loneliness. And because I do posts about loneliness, because I myself used to suffer with quite bad loneliness, I know there's a lot of people who are going through something similar. And I remember when I was struggling and I was back in my apartment in Manchester, that's where I had it really bad. And I stayed there for quite a long time, way longer than I really should have done, and therefore stayed in that loneliness and got deeper into it, to the point of the doctor saying, well, hey, maybe we should prescribe you some antidepressants. And I said no, and I started traveling and started to try and figure out what loneliness was and how to cure it, and that's how I found community, and that's how I got to here, where I am in Vietnam right now. And now I have like a lot of great friends and community all over the planet due to the traveling, and just connecting with people online too. And I remember though, when I was really struggling, I just wish that I could just like have a FaceTime call or just sit in on someone's life. And so I started watching like slice of life videos where people were just doing things, or just like this, like just hitting record and then talking to the camera. And I felt like there was somebody there. I know that kind of sounds weird, but it's not. It's not. It helped me a lot. And so that's kind of what I'm thinking of doing, because I can't do this on my Instagram, but I can do it here. And I can just, it also gives me an outlet to talk about the things that have happened. Like the next video I'm going to post, I got through to the final stage of a job and I didn't get it. And I found out like a few hours ago. And although it's bad news and I'm disappointed and such, I'm not like too sad, and I want to explore that. So I can also talk about the things that are related to me, which is like exploring emotions and discussing my feelings out loud. But then I think it also gives, people who are struggling with isolation or loneliness, someone to connect to, as if someone's there. And if it's like a longer sort of FaceTimey sort of general chat video, there's no crazy editing, no frills, it's just like this, then it's also a way in the comments I can talk to people and connect to people. And I don't expect these videos to do more than, who knows, more than 50 views. I think it'll be like, because it's boring, right? To most people it's boring. It's not fast, it's not flashy, there's no sound effects, no music. It's just a guy talking in a vest with a cap on. But somebody who understands it, and yeah, I think it might just help. Or it might not. Who knows? But if it helps one person, it'll be worth it, because for me, it's also helpful anyway. So, something to say as well. I've just been to the cinema to watch the new Spider-Man film. I love Spider-Man. And I ordered like a Pepsi Black, which is a Pepsi without sugar. I'm just assembling something for you off camera. Also, sorry, I keep looking up here, like that's where the camera usually is. Like here, I guess, on a Mac or on like a camera, but like because I'm recording on my phone, the camera's on the side. So I'm trying to, if you keep seeing me going, that's why. Anyway, oh, you saw a little preview. I just did it again. Wow, ADHD here. Okay, here we go. No wait, let me turn this. No wait, the straw's got to go on the back. Okay. How cool is that? I think it's cool anyway, but I'm a pretty big nerd. Actually, nobody else thought it was cool apart from me. So yeah. But it's plastic, so I can reuse it. I mean, I prefer not to have plastic, but I've got a big drinks container from when I'm at home. So it's a win-win. I got to see a cool film and I get a cool cup. And I think this is pretty cool as well. Anyway, yeah, so that's what I'm thinking to do with these videos. They can help people, and they can make people feel like there's somebody there with them. Yeah, so many people. You know what's kind of interesting is as I'm releasing those videos on Instagram, it's just bringing to my attention just how many people are really struggling with loneliness and isolation and just feel like they have no one. And some people for years, you know, like, I get what it feels like. So, you know, being empathetic, I really feel for the people who send a message and say that what I'm describing or how I'm describing how I was in the past is what they feel like now and where they're currently at. And it's a really tough place to be, you know. Because also, you honestly, you think all sorts of thoughts like, why don't people want to be my friend? What's wrong with me? And nothing is wrong with you. You know, it's just the loneliness talking. It's the sadness or even the depression talking. Nothing is wrong with you. It can just be circumstantial. Other people around you, friends, they might move on or they might get into a relationship and then you don't really hear from them for a bit. You know, we all know a friend who's done that. We might have even done it ourselves. Yeah. Or it could be that they have families and then just they're busy. I'm not gonna say his name because I don't think that's fair, and it's just weird. But I did have a friend who was a really good friend of mine, and I wasn't seeing him much, and I just said like, "Hey, dude, I love you, man, but like, I feel like we're going like this, you know. I really feel like we're becoming not friends anymore because just you live relatively close, but we never see each other. So I'm just going to put this here and it's, you know, it's up to you what you want to do with it, kind of thing. And I'm really lucky that my friend is a beautiful human being and he is patient and he is understanding and he didn't let his pride or his ego like come into play. He wasn't making excuses. He was just like, yeah, you know, sort of dropped the ball on it a little bit, but let's make an effort. And then like, I think the next day we had pizza and now I'm traveling and such, but we stay in contact weekly whilst I'm away. And every time I go back to Manchester, we absolutely make the time to see each other at least once, depending on the amount of time I'm there. If I'm there for a week, then we'll catch up for half a day or something like that. And, you know, I think it's twofold to do something like that. In that situation, it requires the person to have the bravery to say something, say how they really feel. So long as they do it in a way that isn't like attacking the other person, because maybe they have got a life and they have got things on, etc., etc. And it also requires the other person to receive it well and want to do what they can to preserve the friendship and see their friend. I also told him that I was struggling with loneliness and it was really affecting my health, my mental health. And so he took that on board too. So I was really lucky in that situation. Anyway, like I said, this is what these kind of videos are going to be a little bit about, as well as me being able to talk about stuff and vent and discuss things in a little bit longer form than I can on an Instagram video that's like 1 minute or 2 minutes long. So yeah, don't know if these help anyone, but if they do, drop a comment, I'll reply to it. And if you are one of those people, I hope you're okay. And if you're just here because you like to watch somebody talk or get connected, hey, nice to see you. If you've already been subscribed to the channel for a while and you already know me, then, I don't know, say hey. It'd be good to talk to you. I'd love to say hey. Okay, ciao for now. Bye.